Hi, my name is Carnetha Sabina Ma'am. I'm a Khmer American student at UW. I am in the Early Childhood and Family Studies major, and I am a fourth year or a senior. After I graduated high school, I went to South Seattle College to get my associates in psychology. And I chose psychology because being born in an immigrant family, it has its ups and downs, and so I wanted to help other children who have sort of had to deal with like mental health issues, especially with generational trauma. While taking a child developmental course in like psychology, I learned there's like a specific age between like 0 and 8 years old where children learn mainly their basic foundational skills, and that sort of builds up to whoever they become. And so I wanted to somehow contribute to that, and that's kind of where I wanted to switch a little bit to education, because I think 2020 was like the pivotal point for me, like for many people. And with the Black Lives Matter movement and the anti-Asian hate that was going around, I could tell that a lot of children were going to be influenced by these kinds of media and harmful rhetoric towards people of color and other marginalized groups. And I wanted to build a community for not just myself, but for future generations, where we acknowledge the diversity of our world, and not just acknowledge it, but also to accept it, because I think there's a huge difference between just acknowledging that we have differences and being more loving and accepting of differences. The curriculum is what really brings out what the meaning of ECFS is to me. And I was born in like a Khmer American family, and most of my family speak English, but mainly Khmer, which is our language. And I think having like a class where we're able to acknowledge that all families and their children come from different cultures and speak different languages, and we're able to figure out ways to implement that into our classroom to have a more welcoming and inviting environment in our future classrooms. So being in the teaching and learning pathway, I am in a cohort where a lot of my peers are of different backgrounds, but still have the same passion of teaching and also continuously learning. And I really like that we all have a passion towards multicultural learning in the classroom, and focusing on anti-racism in the classroom, and also connecting with families. Building a relationship with families is how we build a better community with everyone. The ECFS program again focuses on multiculturalism and anti-racism, and as an educator who have had like experiences with hate and seeing discrimination throughout my community, that is something that I want to focus on, specifically as an elementary school teacher. If you're a prospective student in this program, I feel like you need to remember your passions and what you want to be as an educator. Because for me, I'm currently working on graduate school applications, and I've been trying to connect with all of the supervisors I've had in my community-based learning centers, and I think having them ask me all these questions and interviewing me so they could properly represent me in the applications, I feel like it just brings me back to why I wanted to be an educator in the first place, and remembering all my passions, and it just sort of helps me set my priorities straight. So just think back why you want to do this, and the more you think about your passions, the more it'll push you forward to your future. And I think not only that, but the ECFS program, depending on which pathway you go to, you can do whatever you'd like with the knowledge that you have in this program. You can go into law, you can go into medicine, you can do whatever, as long as like it pertains to like helping children and their families.